What's up, everybody? It's your boy Officer D, back in another video. Let's see if I get this thing working. All right, man. We got Donnie Williams in here. I can add you back. Good guy. It shouldn't be this hard. All right, there we go. All right, what's up, man?
Good morning. Good morning.
Now, you keep saying this good morning stuff.
Hey, it's morning on somebody's side of town.
Hey. Let's see. So introduce yourself, man. Who are you? What you do?
Most people know I'm Donnie Williams from Atlanta, Georgia. Well, I currently stay in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm not from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm a bounty hunter, and I run a security business also. So I'm a bounty hunter and I'm a security officer. And the things that I do it's interesting to me, and I do get the complaints of why you don't become a police officer, why you not just going into an actual law enforcement field. But technically you are, and technically not in a law enforcement field, but you are. But it's a lot that it comes with it. But at the same time, you still protecting and serving and doing a job at the same time. Somebody got to do it.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit about me. I'll be 27 next month. I love to travel. I love to work. I don't punch nobody clock but mine's now.
I hear that.
I just live every single day like it's his last.
I hear that. But somebody said, can you see that on there?
First question, is it true that a bounty hunter can kick down doors and track you down without police approval? That is true. We can kick down doors, but we can only, it depends. So we can only kick down the doors that is on the paperwork. So we can only kick down your door that you put on file for the paperwork to get bundled out of jail, and we can only kick down the cosigner door that they put on file that who bundled you out of jail. The only other way that we can kick down the door is if we see you inside of somebody else's house, but we physically have to have eyes ourselves to see you inside that house. Because at that time, that person would be harboring the fugitive, and we can kick down that door. But we have to actually 100% know that you're inside that other person's house.
So when you get the warrant, or you get, I don't know what y'all actually get. What do you like? What's the process for? Like, are you with a bail bonds agency, or do they like contract y'all to do jobs?
That is correct. We are with a bail bonds agency. In the state of Georgia, you're with a bail bonds agency. I can't really count on other states, but in the state of Georgia, I work for multiple bail bonds companies, and so the only way that we can come after you, so we just don't go after everybody that got a warrant. Obviously, we can only go after the people that the bail bonds company bonds out of jail that I'm licensed up under, if that make any sense.
All right.
So let's say you bonded out a ABC 123 bonding, and I can only come after you if you bond out of ABC 123 bonding. That's not a real bonding company, by the way. But I can only come after you if you bonded out that company. And the three ways that I can come after you is: one, if you failure to pay your bonding company; two, if you miss court; three, if your cosigner come off your bond. If your cosigner want to pay to come off your bond. Those are the three ways, or four ways. If you piss off the boss of the bonding company and he just say, I don't want to have you on this bond no more, take him back to jail. Those are the four ways that you can come off the bond for the way that the bonding company could call me and for me to come after you.
Right, so what's the most you ever made off one thing? Like
the
one
most I ever made off one
arrest.
bond?
Yeah.
Most I ever made off one bond, it took me 49 hours to find the person, and I made $33,000. That's just off of one person. That person was a $300,000 bond. Yeah, and he was across state, so I can jump state also.
So that covers like all your expenses and stuff like that.
Well, when they go across state, you do get paid a little bit more. So if they I'm contracted, I'm employed out of the state of Georgia, so we get a certain amount of percentage. We goes off the bond percentage, and if they decide they don't want to stay in Georgia and go back to their home state of Ohio, soon they cross that Georgia borderline and go to a different state, that 10% just moved up to 25% of the bond. So you get paid more to go out of state to go get somebody. But it's 7 states that bounty hunters, well, for the state of Georgia, that bounty hunters cannot go in and apprehend people in.
All right. So let's see. Hey, what's up, y'all? Let's see. What made you want to become a bounty hunter?
I get this question a lot. What made me want to become a bounty hunter? What made me want to become a bounty hunter is that I didn't want to punch nobody clock. It's like being a police officer or being a correction officer or being a deputy or being whatever type of person or whatever. I don't have to punch nobody clock working as a bounty hunter. You work off your own time. Only clock I got to worry about is when I'm going to get paid. But I don't have to punch nobody clock. The laws are different from a bounty hunter and as a police officer. And it is something that I just love to do. It's just something I love to do, and I enjoy it.
All right. So where is this money coming from? They paying you at? So it works like this: somebody goes to jail, the magistrate, judge, whatever, issues a bond. Say it's $30,000. Bail bonds would come in. They post that $30,000. You miss court. I guess you now owe the bail bonds for $30,000.
No, the bail bonds have to pay that to the court. I don't have.
Okay, they owe $30,000. So where the hell they get money at to pay you?
They would get the money. I'm assuming. I don't know this answer for sure, but they would get the money that they put up in the fund because one, you have to have a $1 million policy insurance company to start your bail bonds company. So you already got insurance policy money to start it because I'm planning on starting my own bonding company soon. So you have to have $1 million policy insurance company to start your own bonding company. So they get that money from the court, which I believe that pays the bonding company for going after that person, and then after that, the bonding company pays me. But I can't really go into depth on that because I don't know a complete answer for that question. So I just go.
It just seemed a little confusing. You going after somebody that owe you money, but you gonna pay somebody the money. And when you arrest them, they're not gonna pay you $30,000.
No, I don't get paid right then and there.
No, I'm talking about this person you arresting. Like they skipped out on the $30,000 bond, but they're not paying the bail bonds for $30,000. So where the hell is money coming from? I don't know. I just always wondered that.
Yeah, I can't really go into depth. I don't go into the money situation. I just go into my paycheck.
Do you get your weapons issued or do you buy them yourself?
You have to buy everything yourself. Everything is self-owned inside of this. The only thing you don't get yourself is your ID card.
Let's see. Do you have any of your stuff that you actually carry around you that you can show?
I do. Let me see 1 second. I have my duty belt, my vest, and everything else is in the car.
All right.
So this is my duty belt setup here. I have a Wilder tactical duty belt. I can start from the right to the left. I do have my badge on it. I can take this off. I have a United States Bail Recovery Enforcement recovery agent badge that I have. Specifically, the people that works for me has a thin blue line on their badge. I have oh, my whole duty belt is Wilder Tactical, by the way. If you guys are wondering about that, why is that Coyote Brown? I have my Safari Land holster with Safari Land, a Glock 19X with the Viridian tack light on it.
Nice.
It come with the laser and the flashlight on it, and it got the screen. It got multiple modes of screen light.
Nice.
I'll turn that up later. I do have a app stick. I call it the Beat Your A-Word stick. If I have ever used it, I never had to use it though, so it just sits down the duty belt for show and tell.
Yeah.
Got 2 pairs of handcuffs on my belt. Got a tourniquet so I can render aid after anything that happens or situation to help somebody. I do have a 1,000 aluminum string light, pocket size. It's very good. Rechargeable battery on it. It stays charged for about a good 3 weeks before I have to replace the battery into it. It comes with a USB charger for it. It's very bright. I got 2 mags, 17 plus 1 round mags, red tip hollow points on them. And then this little black piece right here. This little black piece right here, that is for my taser. It's interchangeable. It can go from my belt to my vest or from my vest to my belt. So yeah, that is my duty belt. And I have a radio that I use for 911.
For who?
For my dispatcher, I use this radio here, and we communicate through the dispatcher system, and it goes statewide. It goes literally from Georgia to Washington to New York to everywhere.
Gotcha.
All the states can get on it. And it calls out to you guys. We can call fire, EMS, PD, anything that we pretty need emergency-wise.
Gotcha. So he's saying this as a bounty hunter, you don't have to have amber and clear lights in your vehicle. That's just personal preference. Did you say that?
Please clear this up. As a bounty hunter, you don't have to have amber and clear lights in your vehicle. It's just a personal preference. As a bounty hunter, you don't have to have lights in your vehicle. You don't have to have lights in your vehicle, period, if you don't want to as a bounty hunter. I have amber and clear lights in my vehicle. I like to make it light up at night so I can see what I'm doing at night. And then just in case, hey, if I see my guy at Wendy's or whatever, I'm on private property at the time, so I can light them up on private property and I can do it like that. But you do not have to have lights in your vehicle as a bounty hunter. Most bounty hunters don't. Most bounty hunters do. Most bounty hunters do drive patrol vehicles, ex-police cars and stuff like that. Or some of them just drive their personal POVs.
So you said you got your I guess you're the one that's contracted with the bail agency. You got people working for you.
I do have people working for me. I receive the cases and I have contractors through my team. So I have 4 other guys that come out with me and that do bounty hunts also with me.
So how does that work? They got to get.
They have to
be. Too.
Yes, they have to also be certified through. So in the state of Georgia, what we have, you have to take an 8-hour course, an 8-hour class, and you have to pay $250 for it. And you have to get, after that class, you will receive a certificate from the state saying that you're a certified bail recovery agent. Just saying that you took that class, not saying that you actually eligible to take somebody into the jail, but saying that you actually took that class. So you're legal to actually go out there and bounty hunt, but you're not legal to take somebody into the jail. So you can go out there and help your partner apprehend somebody, but you can't walk inside the jail with them, if that makes any sense.
So everybody that's working for you can't walk into the jail.
Everybody that's working for me can walk into the jail because they're licensed under that sheriff department also. Yes.
Gotcha.
You have to have a certificate from the state saying that you took the bail recovery class, and then you have to have a license from the sheriff saying that you can hunt and apprehend people and turn them inside of his or her county. So
Gotcha.
yeah, and you should. Well, most counties I know I have. Hang on, I can show you my badge. What they somewhat look like. I know I got one of them on my vest, but I think two of them right here. So once you get approved from the sheriff that you can do a bounty hunt inside of his or her county, they should. Some counties do it, some counties don't. You should receive a badge, like something that's like this. Like this one's for Fulton County in the state of Georgia.
Yeah.
So it says bail recovery agent up there. It says my name. It got my photo ID. It says the sheriff department, Fulton County, state of Georgia. And then on the back of it, it has like that this badge expires within 1 year's time period. So every year we have to get this badge updated.
Gotcha.
That is one for Fulton County. That's one for Fayette County. So it has all my information on there. And then it got on the back of his, whatever bonding company that he works for that I'm certified for to work for them bonding companies also. And I have my other badge on my vest because it's a bigger badge. It's not a wallet size.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
So that's a good question right here. If you ever get injured, does your company pay for your health expenses?
Nope. You are completely up under yourself on that one. You have to have your own insurance.
Gotcha. So how has your experience been so far dealing with police, like as a bounty hunter?
My experience dealing with police as a bounty hunter, I actually have a lot of police officers that helps me out. But I love working with the police. I have no problem working with the police. Like again, I do respect the thin blue line. We have it on our backs. I have a great encounter with the police. I never had a bad encounter with the police. Only thing that the police won't do for you, if we have a fugitive, our defendant, they won't assist you with the actual hunt. They would just literally be on standby. They'll probably be maybe 2 streets down, but they can't be actually right there to help you out, kicking the door or serve your warrant or put somebody in handcuffs. They can't do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say we don't do that here.
Yeah. They would literally, we'll call the department before we get to the house, like when we 3-5 minutes out from the house or whatever. We'll call the department and we'll say, hey, so-and-so, we're out here in this kind of vehicle, about to serve a warrant on John Doe at the address here. Just letting you guys know that we're out here in the area, and we'll probably be out here for about the next 30 to 45 minutes tops. Yeah. And then they would say, okay, do you need police assistance? No, you can just have them sit around the corner somewhere because we know you guys not going to really assist.
Yeah, see, it's different for us because y'all can just go into the house.
Right.
We can. So it's definitely different rules for y'all and us.
Right.
I'll say I was working one night, and this is one well-known one that we got. Her and her people started chasing this guy around in the damn city in their cars. and they're on 911 trying to get us to come help, and we're like, she's going through red lights and everything, and we're like, you need to pull over. We'll come to you, then we'll figure this out. She's like, F y'all, I'm still going. I think that's really like my only encounter I have with a bail bonds agent, but we had to take out warrants on her.
Yeah, so we can't do any type of follow. I mean, we can follow, but we cannot do any type of high speed pursuit. If we're gonna follow, we got to follow like 3 cars, 4 cars behind. Make it look. We just got to tell the person we're not actually in a pursuit of them. So they run the red lights. We can't go behind them and run red lights.
Has people ever mistaken you for a cop?
I have got that a lot, but it's all about fundamentals of reading. I do have patches that says recovery agent on them. So like how that says recovery agent right there. So my stuff does says recovery agent. It says tactical officer. It says security. I have a lot of patches, but none of my patches says sheriff. None of my patches says correction officers. None of my patches says police. None of that. But I do get mistaken for a cop a lot.
Gotcha. Well, what's like? What do you say are some pros and cons of doing being a bounty hunter?
Pros and cons. I guess I could say the pros are you can do a little bit more things, like I say getting away around the law, but really not getting away around the law because we fall up on a different law. So like on my unmarked vehicle, I can have tinted windows under the Georgia law. So Georgia law is 32%. I have 5% around my whole car. Besides on my windshield, I got 20%. I can go and kick in the door without actual warrant. I have an FTA out on you. So when you get bundled out of jail, you waived all your 13 rights. So you have no more rights until you have finished your bond off with that bonding company. What is another pro? I get to travel wherever I get to see the world. So pretty much, if you jump state, I get to jump state with you, as long as you don't go into one of the 7 states that I can't hunt in. Cons. Don't really have too many cons. Can't really think of none right now.
Gotcha. How many partners do you usually show up with?
How many partners do I usually show up with?
Yeah.
That I would base that off the charges that they have. I don't base it off the pay of the bond, but I would base it off the charges that they have. So like I have one case right now. I'm working on a guy that's he's $33,000, but he has 5 of the same counts of charges of aggravated assault. So he's not afraid to swing on nobody, male or female. And he's $30,000. So I would take, with that case, I would probably take 3 to more people. But I usually
The
don't
more
go
you
out.
take, the more you gotta split up the money you get.
The more you gotta split up the bond. So yeah. Mm-hmm. So the more I take, the more I gotta split that up with the other guys. But I would usually say I would get more of the bond because of I have to pay to do the research, if that make any sense. So for me to find you, to get your updated address, to look you up, to actually do the recon work on you. Most people just want to be a bounty hunter just because they see the field side. They don't actually see the office work that we do. You actually have to sit behind the computer and and look up people Instagrams, Facebook, Twitters, Snapchat, TikToks. Find out where you living at, where you receiving mail at, where you got your cell phone paid into. They don't like to do that part. Oh, let's go get this person. That's what they want to do, and then get paid. It ain't all about that. you have to sit here and literally spend maybe an hour or two, maybe days behind the computer looking up somebody. So yeah, but I would usually take about 3, no more than 4 people with me. But it depends on the charge. If you got a charge for just running a school bus stop sign and you went to jail over because the officer took you to jail over it, I'll probably just go out there by myself and get that money. But if you got a charge where uh, you got charged with drugs and possession of a firearm while you got arrested too, I'm probably going to take me and maybe 2 other people with me. Because you got out of jail, you might got your hands back on another firearm. I don't know. But I do treat all stops as the same. Well, I can't say stops. I treat all my defendants the same way.
Gotcha. There's a fugitive. Will police allow you to take them down, or would they take scene command?
If there's a fugitive, would the police allow you to take them down, or would they take scene command? That really depends on the department. How well that department going to work with you. If you got to transport them back to Bumbleworld, Georgia, and if that police department don't want to let them go back to Bumbleworld, Georgia, because they committed a crime right there in front of the police, it's up to the police right then and there. But I would have to notify my boss and let him know and say, hey, police just took this man into custody because he committed a crime right here in front of the police face, and I have to literally take a picture of him in police custody, get in the back of the police car, and send it over to my boss and let him know, hey, he's in police custody over here. But
so are you still getting paid for that?
Yeah, I still get paid for that. But as long as I'm actually there on scene when the police is there putting him into custody, him or her into custody. Now, I would get paid different if the police served the warrant before me and got there to the scene, and I'm like 30 minutes out down the line, and they already booked him in jail, and then I found out, I go knock on the door, and the male or the female come to the door and say the police already came here and picked them up, I would get paid different then. Because I wasn't on scene, so I will only make like $300 off of that.
Gotcha. So, see. Yeah. Other than wanting to be your own boss, are there any reasons why you never wanted to become an officer?
I actually did want to become an officer. I'm not going to lie. I actually did want to become an officer. I did apply for Fayette County Sheriff Department at the time, back in 2013. I applied for Fayette County Sheriff Department. I actually got the job with Fayette County Sheriff Department. And no, I'm sorry. This was back in 2015. I was graduating for college. I got the job with Fayette County Sheriff Department, but at the same time, another job called me, and I went to the other job with AT&T as a wire technician, and I was offered a little bit more money. So at the time, I followed the money because I was young, and I wanted to clear some college debt at the time. So I did want to become an officer, but the dream led me into a bounty hunter when I turned 25.
Gotcha. So do y'all have rank structures?
No, we don't have no rank structures. We just, hey, if you're the one that's getting the case from the bounty hunter, I guess you're the owner of that case. Other than that, everybody else is the same rank. No rank structures. You don't have a boss.
How about your security company?
Security company, I do have a rank structure inside my security company. So me, I am the chief of the security company, and then I'm not that big of a company inside of Georgia right now. So I have 2 sergeants, I have 1 corporal, and I have 8 officers. But other than that, I don't have no lieutenant, I don't have no major. I'm not like the big time security company out here. Gotcha. And I have an assistant chief because I went in business with him also. Me and him go into business together. So yeah. But he literally just does all the paperwork side of my business. He don't even come out in the field.
So y'all got, for your security business, y'all got what type of contract, what type of work do y'all do for your security business?
The security business type of work, I do lounges, I do restaurants, I do apartment homes, I do bowling alleys, I do grand openings on type of events. I do anything you can name up. I can pretty much do. Only thing I don't do is clubs because that's a bigger insurance policy. Excuse me, bigger insurance policy. I do construction sites. I just don't do clubs. One, because it's a bigger liability of bringing somebody that's armed inside of a club, and then two, you have more people that's around you that you have to watch out for. But I do a lounge because a lounge maybe hold no more than about 200 people. Um, but a club, you talking about thousands of people, and you talking about 3 officers.
So all of the guards armed.
Not all my guards. Not all my guards are armed. Some of the guards just want to be unarmed. Some of the guards wanted to be armed. But you do have to get certified from the Secretary of State to become an armed officer in the state of Georgia.
Does
So
the company provide them do you provide them the guns, or they got to go get their own gun?
So it depends. I can provide them a firearm, temporary firearm, for the first 90 days so they can save up their paychecks to go get their own firearm. After the 90 days is up, I do take back my firearm.
Gotcha. How much paperwork do you do as a bounty hunter? If there's any paperwork.
How much paperwork I do as a bounty hunter? So pretty much my paperwork process is when I'm booking them into jail. I don't have. I think I have. My paperwork is literally about that much. It's literally about 4 pages long. It ain't even much at all. It just, hey, fill your name out, and I don't really do it. I just have them to do it. My defendant to do it once I book him into jail. So it's literally fill your name out. Where did I pick you up from? What date I'm booking you into jail? What time I'm booking you into jail? Do you have any medication? Are you on any type of antibiotics or anything? Uh, and then the release bond so I can get paid after I book you into jail. And then if you got hurt or anything while I apprehended you, I got to fill out an emergency form or anything like that. But other than that, I don't have much to fill out.
What's the best and the worst people you've taken into custody?
The best and the worst people I've taken into custody?
I guess like a cool story, and then one that's like not so cool, I guess.
I done heard so many stories over and over. It's ridiculous. Like one guy right now I got that supposedly be in Ohio, but I end up finding him on Snapchat, and he had his location turned on Snapchat, and the man is in Georgia right now. So I don't like liars. So those are the worst ones when it comes down to a liar lying to me. I treat you a little bit more harder until I put you in handcuffs, until I apprehend you. After I put you in handcuffs, you need a bottle of water, sir? You need a bottle of water, ma'am? Other than that, just don't lie to me. I try to give you the opportunity. After I receive your file, I do try to give you 24 hours to come link up with me, see if we can get your court date rescheduled, to do anything to help you out, to take you into custody in a nice way or whatever. But after 24 hours, it's all ball game. I come after you. I got to use my gas money to come after you.
Gotcha.
But
what's the craziest thing that happened to you as a bounty hunter?
The craziest, the craziest thing that happened to me as a bounty hunter is I actually witnessed somebody jump off the 3rd floor of an apartment balcony. That would probably
get away.
Huh?
Trying to get away.
Trying to get away. It was a 22-year-old, probably about 6'2", maybe. I want to say he was about 250, 260. and he jumped off the third floor of his apartment balcony. Well, not his apartment balcony. It was somebody else's apartment balcony. I have that video on my YouTube also. So if you guys want to go check that out, you can go check that out there. He jumped off the third floor of the balcony, and when I went to kick in his door, I announced myself that I was coming in. Fugitive recovery agents kicked in the door, and I went clear left, clear right. It was a door crack. My partner was behind me. He cleared the door to the right. I heard another door close from a distance. I hit that corner as fast as I could. I popped the door open, and it's a balcony probably from your patio door to where the actual patio ledge is, maybe about a 3 feet distance off. And I look over the patio. He's on the ground in the middle of the street, looking back up at me, shooting me the bird. Oh yeah, Bounty Wings on YouTube. Yep, that's it. But that would probably be the craziest thing that ever happened to me. Somebody's jumping off on the third floor, and yeah, it was pretty funny. I had me a laugh at the end of the video when I went back and watched.
And he got away.
He went for a swim. That's the only way he got away. He went for a swim, and I was out of breath at the end of the day. Yeah.
So, how often did somebody saw you and ran from you?
Since I've been doing this for about almost 3 years now, only 3 people done ran so far. Other than that, not really often. Most people usually be shocked when we show up. Like, oh, it's the police. No, we're not the police. We're bounty hunters. We're fugitive recovery agents.
Yeah.
But most people be shocked. They just see a lot of tactical gear on, and they freeze up and they don't know what to do.
So is Hollywood's perspective on bounty hunting realistic? So basically, Dog the Bounty Hunter for real.
Yes, Dog the Bounty Hunter is real. Dog the Bounty Hunter is real, and he was actually out there bounty hunting, but he was the type of bounty hunter where he never actually used a real firearm. He always used pepper ball guns, paintball guns, because he was a felon.
I think he was a felon, so that's why.
You can be a felon and you can still become a bounty hunter, but it's rules and regulations. You have to follow the rules of your state. But he was a felon, but he always carried less lethal stuff: tasers, pepper ball guns, paintball guns. I don't know, a whole bunch of other stuff. He came up with a lot of stuff to carry. But yes.
Have you ever watched Patty Mayo stuff? I think that's how you say his name.
That's how you say his name.
Yeah.
I disapprove of him. He's fake.
Yeah. I don't know why.
He's making his money. I can't give it to you on that. He's making his money, but he's not doing it the right way, in my perspective.
Well, I don't know why, for one, people actually believe that he is what he is. When I just went through his videos. I forgot who did a video on him. I think it was Officer 401. I think he did a video about it. I went to the comments. People actually think he's real at what he does. I went to the videos. 1 minute he's a police or a deputy, and then the next he's a bounty hunter.
That's why I say he's fake.
Well, he is fake. I think he has in his bio. He has in his description now that it's all just for TV, but I think it's all just for a show.
Right. So you cannot be post-certified and be a bail bonds agent, be a bounty hunter. It's 2 different laws. You can't do both. That's why you're fake. It's against the law to do both. But if he got a TV subscription saying that he's just doing it for TV, hey, by all means, he's making his money off doing the TV. No harm, no foul. But you cannot be a bail bonds agent and be a police officer or deputy, correction officer, or state trooper, or whatever you want to be. You can't do both.
Sad.
You can do security and be a bounty hunter. You can't do police and be a bounty hunter.
So what's the training or the class, like you said, that you had to do?
The class, it literally You have to go to the class. I can speak, like I say, I can just speak on Georgia. I can't speak on South Carolina, Alabama, Miami. I can't speak on none of them. But for the state of Georgia, you have to literally go sit in this class for 8 hours, and the instructor, he or she would teach you the pros and cons of being a bounty hunter and let me use the correct term now, being a bail bonds agent and being a recovery agent. So you have the bail bonds agents, the females that works inside the office, the ones that actually bond you out of jail. He would teach you the pros and cons of the right way to bond somebody out of jail. So that is one side of the field. And then you have my side of the field where you're the recovery agent and you actually go pick up the people. So you're learning both sides if you want to do both. So if you actually want to work in the office, you're going to have to learn this side, the bail bond side, and the recovery side, just in case if you want to do both sides of the field. So if you want to bond somebody out of jail or if you want to put somebody in jail, he's teaching you the pros and cons of that. That's pretty much what the class is about. And then it's teaching you what you can do and what you can't do as the law perspective, that we're not police, that we're recovery agents and we follow up under this law, what we can do different. It's a whole book on it. But
Gotcha.
you have to read your state laws. I don't know every single state laws on being a bounty hunter.
So when you're carrying your weapon as a bounty hunter, you're carrying under just open carry, or are y'all allowed to conceal carry? Like how does that work?
We do have to have in the state of Georgia, we do have to have our carry permit license also. So I do have my Georgia's concealed carry permit license, and we can choose to carry open or concealed in the state of Georgia. So I can go up to a business and I can be in plain clothes. I don't have to wear the recovery agent outfit. I can literally wear a Dolphins t-shirt or a Falcons jersey and walk in with my shirt over my firearm and over my badge, and I can literally apprehend somebody in plain clothes and conceal carry.
Gotcha.
So we don't have to open carry or conceal carry. We can do either or. But you do have to have your Georgia's carry permit to become a bounty hunter.
How often do you get a job or like a bounty to go get?
How often that is?
Yeah.
As often as they miss court. I can put it like that. So if they show up to court, I don't get a case. If they miss court, I get a case. But
how much money can you expect to make as a bounty hunter? You think like as a mean, we had to give a mean salary what somebody can make when they join bounty hunting. What do you think that would be?
so we're not salary at all. We have an
Right.
unlimited cap.
Yeah. What?
We have an unlimited cap. We can make
Right.
anywhere.
But if you took what you made in your 3 years, and you had to say this is like an average of what somebody joining this would make a year, what would you say?
I can't even really say on that because if COVID hit again, you're just going to go in a big drought and the jail's going to shut down, and it's a give or take. It's a win-lose situation. But I say if you're going to become a bounty hunter and you want to actually do this full time, have at least 60% money saved up to go to gas. 60% of your money is going to go to gas. But so have your retirement fund, have whatever type of fund set up where you got gas money set aside, because that's where most of your money going to go. Every stop that you make at a house is not going to find the right person, but I can't really say how much you're going to make in a year's time because it varies. I can say last year, probably just off of bounty hunt, I probably only made about $30,000. But COVID was there and the jails was closed. But if I can work an actual full year, I could probably say I can make about $90,000 or $100,000. But it also depends on how good you're at your job and how many cases you get. So it depends. It depends on how many cases you get and how good you're at your job. And if the bonding company like you, the bonding company keep giving you cases, they might give you a $50,000 case. You make $5,000 off of it. You might get a $33,000 case. You might make $3,000 off of it. But at the same time, you might get a $1,100 case, and you're only going to make $300 off of it. It's something, but it all adds up at the end of the day. So in the state of Georgia, I know what the state of Georgia is, what bonding companies do in the state of Georgia. If any case that's under $3,000, you only make $300. So it don't matter if that case is, like I said, $1,100. You're going to get $300 off of it. That's the minimum. But if it's $3,001, you're going to get $301 off that case.
All right. So I wasn't going to ask this, but I am going to ask because I just remembered the story about this that happened here. Have you ever shot your gun?
Have I ever shot my gun? I mean, yeah, I go to the gun range.
Wild bounty hunting.
While bounty hunting, no. I have not shot my gun while bounty hunting. I have deployed my taser, though, but I have yet to shoot my firearm while bounty hunting.
So I had, I don't know why. I don't know if this is like typical. I don't deal with like bounty hunters like that often. So I don't know the exact procedure here. But some from another city came to our city for some reason to turn this guy over. And instead of taking him to the jail, they had to go to the master's office. I don't know the process with that. Mm-hmm. But I took him, and bro was like beat up. And he is like, bro, they beat my ass. They came up, ran up on me, like took me off the shit. And then he's like, bro, they even shot at me. And I'm like, what? He's like, hell yeah.
Oh, wow.
And ain't got nothing to do with me. That happened in another city. You got to go report that shit somewhere else. I don't know.
Right. So, like I say, that's the paperwork process. If we deploy our firearm, our video, we're supposed to have a body camera also. Not all body hunters wear body cameras, though, but I say the body camera is there for my safety and your safety, just in case if I ever get subpoenaed to court, you ever want to subpoena me to court, I have my body camera footage, my partner's body camera footage, the dash cam footage of the vehicle. I can take all that to court with me, and I can use that in court if I ever get subpoenaed to court, and that can back me up. Because you're always going to get a he, she, or he, she, say story type way, and it's always going to be reworded in somebody's different mouth.
How often do you have to go to court?
Not often. Just only if usually we go to court if we physically put a bruise on them. So if they come into the jail and they got a big old knot on the side of their head, and that's when the medical team inside the jail is going to say, is anything hurting on your body? Have you had COVID, so-and-so, within the past time? Do you want to see a further doctor examination on this? And then if they say yes, then we got to fill out more paperwork, and then we're going to get sentenced to court once court date come up. They're going to contact the bail bonds company. The bail bonds company going to go back and look at the paperwork, see who was the arresting agent on it, and that agent and that bail bonds boss is going to have to go to court. And then that's when I take all my video footage and hey, this is what this person did.
Gotcha.
But we don't go often.
That's cool because I hate how often we got to go. I wish we didn't have to go often. But I'm going to end it here, man. It's been 50 minutes. I got a habit of going too goddamn long. So.
Oh, man, I keep going. I was actually, I forgot all about this today, though, but I'm glad you reminded me.
Oh, yeah.
You got more questions you're feeling willing to ask. I can keep going.
Well, this shit goes on too long. I'll be up here like, goddamn, it's been an hour and 30 minutes. So
okay.
While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and end it, man. I think you answered a lot of, basically, like everything that you do.
Okay.
You explained it already. So go ahead and end it, man. Thank you for coming on.
I appreciate you guys for having me. Be more than willing to do this again. Yeah, follow me on YouTube at Donnie Williams. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on them push notifications. Follow Officer D. Also, he's a great guy. Give out good information out there with you guys. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and share.
Adios.
The Migos.
Oh yeah.